Hi Capricorn, welcome to your September 2018 tarot and horoscopes. So, we are now in Virgo season. Capricorn, for you, that is ninth house energy of travel, expansion, philosophy, and sometimes being more in touch with our higher self and the greater good of astrology, really. So we have a new moon going on there. So depending on where you want to travel in the world, now would be a good time to make a bucket list of where it is that you want to go in the world around the time of the new moon. I have a video on new moon manifestations, so if you want to watch that, it went up during the last new moon, so the how to manifest what it is that you want, and this time it is to do with travel. And even university studies, college studies, higher education is all influenced under this. So that being said, don't worry about the retrogrades because Mars is now direct. It's making its way out of your sign and back into Aquarius this month. Similarly, Saturn is going to be going direct around the 9th, I believe. And I think Pluto goes direct on the 30th, both in your sign. So you guys haven't been having an easy time of it, planetary-wise. There's actually a reality show on TV here. It's not on in the States for any of you watching. It's only on in the UK and Ireland, but it's a reality show, that Big Brother, and it has a lot of Capricorns in it, more Capricorns than usual. And I wondered, did they do that on purpose? Because the Capricorns are the ones that are getting all the airtime and we're most influenced by the planets. They're all the most having the most dramatic times at the moment. So it's interesting just to see the astrology of those kinds of things. But certainly the planets haven't been easy. So let's see what's going on for you this month when the sun is in Virgo, all that lovely earth energy that's going on. And Venus moves into Scorpio, which is your 11th house of friendships and, you know, the people that you surround yourself with. And don't forget, Jupiter is there. So in terms of your networking, the next couple of months could be pivotal in discovering new connections and really branching out the type of people that you surround yourselves with. It could be a good time for a new area. Again, moving into a new area, exploring new areas. Let's see what we've got. Capricorn, Judgment. That's quite big. That's a big card to start the reading with. That's a big transitional phase. Some of you are having a moment where you're having to make a very distinct decision, or you're being called to make a decision. Judgment is also known as the card of calling. So following your calling. What it is that you want to do with your life, what it is that you feel like you're meant to do. It can be a big wake-up call in whatever area of your life this is affecting for you. So let's see what the rest of the cards have. Oh, the 10 of Cups. Okay. In the helpful position, 10 of Wands, 2 10s, and Judgment is 20. Oh my god, 3 10s. Capricorn. And the 6 of Cups. Wow. Okay. And underneath we have the Magician. Capricorn, this is huge. This is amazing. Wow. Okay. Okay, so this is a big reading in terms of beginnings and endings, but this wow. Sorry, but it's rare to see 3 10s in a row like that. Judgment's big enough, but 3 10s. Okay, so I'll get into what they mean anyway. Because I know you're like, shut up, talk about the cards, woman. Anyway, so 10 of Wands in the helpful position. Your hard work is paying off. To see this in the helpful position, what it is that you're doing right now is working. It feels like it's not. It feels a little bit like you're being unnoticed. You're being noticed. The difficulty is, it's like you feel like no matter how much you do, it's not getting you anywhere. It's almost like these two are equaling out, cancelling out. Because the 10 of Wands is that feeling of being overworked and overburdened and have too many things on your mind at the moment. And that's kind of where you are. Making a decision at the moment is hard. And it sort of feels like you've had too many decisions to make, too many changes. Maybe things have been up in the air with the 9th house energy. Maybe you've made that move. Maybe you've moved home, because I'm sort of drawn to the 10 of Cups in the middle. You might have more bills to pay. You might have For some of you, this is like when you graduate from school or college or university and you're in the real world and you start to realize how much goes into it. And for some of you, for sure, your relationships haven't been easy. The Ten of Swords it's kind of that betrayal card, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling isolated from your community, because with the astrology at the moment, that 11th house energy with Jupiter and with Venus, it's like being isolated from your community. Maybe you feel like the people that you work with or the friends that you have just don't get you right now. And that's maybe more to do with the planets than you, Capricorn, because Capricorns are good friends. It's just to do with the energies that have been going around. And I think the Ten of Wands isn't unexpected. Not after Mars retrograding back into Capricorn, not after Saturn return in Capricorn. That's hard enough, but to have it retrograding along with Pluto and that great conjunction of energy retrograded is hard. Like you've had tough energy coming at you, and if you've not been feeling that one, fair play, Capricorn. You've been a lot stronger than other people. Now, the Magician's interesting. This is about making things happen. And the contradiction of that, I know, is strange, because it's like you feel like you're not seeing results, but you really are getting somewhere. And I feel like a lot of you are dealing with the King of Swords person, so this could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm thinking for a lot of you it's a Gemini. You could also be dealing with Scorpio energy with Judgment here. But we have most signs on the table. You know, with the Magician, it's most signs. You can see the Wand, Pentacle, Cup, and the Sword. Oh, Capricorn. So I want to talk about love, because this is so similar to the messages that were coming through at the end of August about the call out of the blue. So if some of you haven't had that yet, I really feel like you're going to get it early September. Maybe the energy is just moving forward, because there's somebody returning for a lot of you. There's unfinished business. Judgment and the Six of Cups is kind of like that soulmate energy where someone comes in to teach you a karmic lesson and you don't know where to go with it. It's like they've come back and, you know, I'm going to draw 2 cards from the top of the deck. Okay, so there's you, Capricorn. Possibly another earth sign. And the Seven of Swords. This is interesting. So, for some of you, it's been a partner that's maybe been unfaithful in the past as the person returning. For others of you, maybe you did something and you're regretting it, I guess. Somebody has wrecked something before, and I feel like they're coming back, but I don't know that they're coming back in the purest of form, if I'm honest, Capricorn. There's a soulmate relationship here to be certain, but soulmate can mean someone you're meant to learn things from karmically. Although, in terms of the way I'm reading this, it could be that somebody returns and you keep your cards very close to your chest, like you don't reveal all. I think that some people may have been caught out in a lie, and they might regret it bitterly. Some of you might be holding as well, because I'm sort of linking from childhood. Some of you may have learned certain behaviours in childhood that other people find sneaky, and maybe you're finding that difficulties are arising because people aren't trusting you right now. Like maybe you're coming across as untrustworthy, possibly in a financial sense. But there's a lack of trust going on between your relationships, and with the 3 tens, there seems to be a big overhaul here, because tens get reduced to a 1, and a 1 is a new beginning with the Magician. So there's room for change, there's room for growth. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is a soulmate connection, somebody very significant that you can't shake. You know, you can't shake them out of your head. And if that's the case, it's possibly because you've not learned what it is that they've come to teach you yet, or because you guys have unfinished business. You may be put in a position where your morals and your integrity are questioned. Let's see if I can move this actually. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. Some of you are dealing with another earth sign, possibly a Taurus or a Virgo or another Capricorn. And I do feel like there's been tiptoeing or walking on eggshells regarding something, regarding somebody else's intentions. It's like you cannot question someone else's intentions without them being defensive. Maybe somebody is suspicious of you, because I do feel like there's a lack of trust coming through with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. They're not pretty cards. And then when you look at the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups, they're pretty cards. So there's that contradiction. But you're hoping for this Ten of Cups, and you feel like you're putting in all the effort. You're trying as hard as you can. And the Ten of Swords means something got destroyed. And the Six of Cups means it comes back. It's like rising from the dead. Almost is the way I'm seeing this for somebody. So I'm going to draw the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords here. I'm going to draw one more card. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And the Five of Wands. This is interesting. I think some of you guys are starting a new job or getting a new financial opportunity, or you're starting to get a bit more comfortable with your situation. I think I read this more as you guys have been through a lot of change, and there's been a lot of conflict. Particularly if you're dealing with fellow earth signs, I think. Taurus and Virgo, I'm almost thinking some of this is sibling rivalry. Some of this is because the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, mistrust of a sister, or mistrust or despair of a sibling. Being frustrated with them. Feeling like, you're the same suit, right? You're pentacles, but there's a difference in communication, there's a difference in expression, and there's a difference in morality. This could be a female friendship too. I'm just reading this as a real disagreement with somebody who could possibly go back in your life a long time. And I do think it is a mistrust thing. Now, the beauty of this is the Ace of Pentacles. There can be an offering here. And with the Six of Cups, there can definitely be healing. But something that you felt was done is not done. Okay, so the revisiting of the energy seems to be very strong. Getting to the heart of something seems to be quite strong. Needing to have a conversation seems strong. I'm going to go into the guidance cards and see what they have to say about this, because this is interesting, Capricorn. There's a chance here to talk about stuff. And for some of you, this is a long time coming, because this has been repeating itself in the readings for Capricorn. And I don't know if that's because one person's been avoiding the other, or because there's been no communication, but something karmically is not done. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay. Guessing that's in relation to those of you waiting on a soulmate connection. I'll draw one more. Oh. Peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Come on, Irene. Okay. Yeah. Peace between conflict, I think. Expecting a miracle. I think a disagreement or a breakup or something you thought was worst of the worst, I think it works out. When I say expect a miracle and peace, I feel like it works out for a lot better than you've been expecting. I think you guys are really worried about a relationship. Relationships in general. And I just think with these Guardian cards, things are going to work out a lot better than you expected them to. I also think with the Mother Mary aspect, let it be. That Beatles song where it says, Mother Mary comes to me speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let things be. Let things transpire the way they're meant to. let people be who they are. And if you can't accept them for who they are, they're not the right ones for you. But I do feel like you guys, for a lot of you guys, I think the expected miracle is very poignant. To see that come up beside the 10 of Swords, I think that's a really lovely omen. And I do think you guys are going to be having a real second go at something. And there may have been a lot of there's maybe a lot of mistrust, but there's a potential here with the Ace of Pentacles to offer something. Because the 10 of Pentacles isn't here. There isn't a finality there, you know. I think there's a new start awakening for some of you guys, and I think it's the end to conflict. It is that olive branch. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Capricorn. If you want a private reading, the link's below. If you want to ask me something regarding the tarot, I will email you back with a list of readings. Also, if not, I will see you in mid-September for more September readings. Take care, guys. Bye.